So I've been watching you, and you just had a baby 4 weeks ago today.
I did.
And you're working away, like at the hospital, having a baby right after. And I remember like when working in real estate, there's not really a maternity leave.
Yeah, you have no downtime.
And
None.
I remember being in your shoes not that long ago, and I would have to like actively tell myself to not be resentful that I was having to work so much when I had a newborn. And I would try to rephrase it in my brain and say, I'm lucky that when I do go back to work, it won't be like, because comparison's the thief of joy.
Yeah.
So I would compare myself to people who get like a 4-month maternity leave where they're off work completely. And I would think like, well, they have to go back to work full time and put their baby in someone else's hands. So I should be grateful that even though I have to work a little bit now, when I go back, it's going to be flexible and on my own terms, and my baby will come with me. So I imagine you're having to have those talks with yourself right now.
I am. And as we speak right now, my little guy is fussing. I'm trying to rock him with my foot.
He might make a debut in the video.
He will. He probably will. But I think what you're saying is a valid point. Like, it's so hard not to compare yourself to other people, especially in our industry, who are rocking and rolling. You're like, okay, I need to get my game back. Like, what do I do? Where's my mental state? And I think a lot of that, as a new mom, again, has a lot of pressure on you.
Do you feel like you have to like create boundaries to be like, these are the times that I'm just gonna sniff my new baby and lick his eyelashes, and these are the times I'm gonna work? Or do you feel like it works better to just be float?
I've always been a roll with the punches type of person as it is, and so to have a scheduled time to feed my son or play with him, it doesn't work that way sometimes, and that's not life, right? It's not. And I think going with the flow is the best way to be a mom and work in our industry, like 100%.
Yeah, you're totally right. Do you think your clients value that you're a mom and that you're this committed to them, that they're still getting responses from you? Or do you feel like they're judging you for it?
I think it's a 50-50, honestly. I think I have my clients who are super involved in my life now and have been through the entire pregnancy because they were there from the beginning. So I think those clients, but also I think too, maybe newer clients or past clients are, and this could just be me. Here we are, talking into our head and trying to get out of our headspace. But I think that there could be some clients who are like, well, she just had a new baby. She doesn't have the time.
Yeah.
In reality, I want nothing but to give you the time, right?
If my husband takes a call and someone hears our kids in the background, they think it's the cutest thing that, he's a working
Mr.
dad.
Yeah.
And then I feel like as soon as someone hears my kids in the background, and it could totally be in my head, but I almost feel like I hear the respect dropping from their voice for me. Like, they're like, are you working from home? Do you have your kids at the office? Like, what's going on here? Are you watching the market? Do you know if I'm getting the best interest rate right now, or are you wiping your kid's butt?
Yeah, I've totally been in the same shoes. And I remember when you and I had spoke, when we first started talking, and I heard you little guys, and I commented on the fact that I'm so glad you're working with your kids, because I too do the same exact thing, and I completely understand.
And it's nice to like work with people who get it. Mm-hmm. And at some point you think, I just have to attract the kind of client who values that I'm in it 100%. Yeah. I will take your call at 7 p.m. Yeah. But that means you're probably going to hear two little shits running around in the background. But I could have not taken the call and called you back during business hours.
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
Exactly. And that's kind of where I'm at too. It's okay, let me step away from the darts flying at my face and me stirring my, dinner cooking and this crying baby who's attached to my chest, and take your phone call, because I value our business together. And that's something that I know you and I both show our clients is what quality of a person we are, no matter what situation we're in.
Because, I'm sure clients super value it. I mean, I hear clients say it about you, that knowing that you'll take their phone call and you're there for them all the time is really important. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure it's worth having a baby in the background to know that someone cares about you and isn't just in it 8 to 5. And
I think too, in a different standpoint, like if the roles were reversed and you just had a baby, or I was on the other side of the table, I would be so supportive of a working mom. Like, I think that is so valuable. Like, there's nothing more that I want to do than to provide for my children. And it's crazy to think I have 2 now, which is such a shuffle. I mean, I was 10 minutes late getting here to you. So, but I think at the same time, like, there's just so much value behind, like, a mom who's providing for her children. Because sometimes people don't know like, the in-depth story of who you are or why you do what you do or how hard you actually are working to either climb out of a hole or to get ahead or whatever that may look like for you as an individual.
Everybody has a story.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has a story.
For our own mental health, like, what do you do to not get burnt out?
My biggest thing, I think, is finding like a healthy balance in hobbies. So I love to take care of myself. I'm not one who really truly pampers, does like the whole
Spa days.
the spa days. That's not who I am. I'm more of like, I need to go work out. That is my balance, and that is like my outlet for anything at all, or cooking a healthy meal so I feel better, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah.
And it's good for you in the long run, too.
Yeah.
I think that, it's about perspective, too, right? Like I was saying, it's just, I always tell myself to focus on the positive. Like, yes, I'm working while I'm on vacation, but I get to be on vacation.
That's another thing is vacation. Do we ever get to take a vacation? Truly? No.
Not in the real estate
I went
industry.
out of the country and was closing a house as soon as I came back. But the whole time I was out of country, I was still responding via email. So do we really, truly take a vacation? I don't think so.
No, and I find myself sometimes being annoyed about it, and then I'm just like, nope, reshift your focus.
Yeah.
You're lucky you get to be on vacation.
Yeah.
You can afford to be on vacation
Yes.
because of these clients whose emails you have to answer while you're on vacation.
Absolutely. There's nothing more like heart fulfilling than being able to do the things that you want to do because of the people who have given you those opportunities, right? So I think that's a really valid.
I think, though, someday we're going to look back on this phase of our lives and be like, how
How
did
did
we
we do
survive?
this? I'm like,
How did we make it?
I always wonder that just as it is. So
You're like, I'm not looking back, I'm wondering right now.
yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah. Sometimes we're just the road runner, spinning our wheels, right?